Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Mjengo video, and today we are in Busia. We want to look at the state of the infrastructure projects in the county with interesting insights across energy, water, housing, where we'll be going to Funyula Affordable Housing, and roads, where in fact I'm at the Kisumu-Busia road, and it's a very dangerous road. The maintenance here has been poor for a very long time, so we're going to talk about that deeply and see what can be done or what we can push to be done from the government side. That's Kenha. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and let's go. The Kisumu-Busia road is a major trade route connecting communities and entire countries. It's a key part of the Trans-African Highway, which is a continental network that connects cities from Lagos to Mombasa, passing through countries like Uganda. Many decades have passed since the construction of this road, but not much else goes on here apart from routine maintenance and patchwork on potholes that have become a permanent feature. The constant need to swerve to avoid potholes makes basic driving maneuvers extremely dangerous. Potholes also make overtaking incredibly difficult, as you not only have to ensure the road is clear of oncoming vehicles, but you must also be sure there are no potholes ahead, as the vehicle you want to overtake might suddenly swerve to avoid one, pushing you into danger. Even with the dangers, several bus companies that go to Kampala from Nairobi still use this route, and the constant jarring from hitting the potholes makes it incredibly uncomfortable for passengers. The poor surface also significantly increases vehicle wear and tear, and the journey definitely becomes much longer than it should be. The potholes are so bad that some local roads are in much better condition than this important highway. The East African community, in a significant move, officially launched a feasibility study for the Kisumu-Busia Uganda Expressway on 24th April 2024. This study is funded by a $1.4 million grant from the African Development Bank, and it is expected to take 18 months, which are elapsing soon. It will assess the economic viability of upgrading this road to a 4-lane high-speed expressway, all as a part of a larger plan to fast-track regional trade. But while this is very good, there are more urgent fixes that can be implemented, considering that even the Rironi-Mau Summit dualing project is also still lacking a clear funding path. What is required urgently is a much smoother resurfacing with better standards to handle the intense loading, the way it has been done as you approach Busia town near the Weighbridge area. The oil pipeline ending in Kisumu significantly increases the number of oil tankers on this road. However, the operationalization of the Kisumu oil jetty has already helped by shifting some of this traffic to Lake Victoria. Increasing the volumes transported via the jetty is a long-term solution that can help continue reducing the number of heavy tankers on this route. Combined with the high number of other lorries and vehicles that use this route, the road is very highly loaded, and a solution that goes beyond constant pothole repair is required. This road has 0 climbing lanes, even on at least 7 slopes where they are desperately needed, including the Sterling Bridge, Rangala Bridge, Yala Bridge, among others. Heavy commercial trucks struggling up these inclines create a dangerous bottleneck. Impatient drivers in private cars or matatus attempt reckless overtakes that can always cause the worst accidents, including head-on collisions. These climbing lanes are more urgent than any potential dualing plan. So right now we are at the Sterling Bridge on River Nzoia, and it is actually called the Sterling Bridge because of a little exchange program called colonialism. But this bridge actually sits at a location which needs climbing lanes urgently. That's a trailer coming to the bridge at very high speeds because of that slope coming from the other side. And when it crosses the bridge, there is no way the driver is trying to do any braking. because they're obviously trying to save fuel and everything, saving momentum. So if that trailer finds you on the other side, that driver is not braking. Trust me, that driver is not braking. So these are some of the areas that urgently need climbing lanes. So you can look at that. Uphill going needs climbing lane. That way needs climbing lanes very urgently, but it has not been considered for a while. So we hope some of these will be considered very soon. What is also urgently required are shoulders along the entire length of this road to be included in the performance-based contract. The lack of these shoulders is especially bad news for boda riders. With no safe space to pull over, they are often pushed off the road by larger vehicles trying to conserve their momentum. This dangerous practice, instead of a proper overtake, forces them into the ditches or oncoming traffic, making them the most vulnerable road users. So right now we are in Boma town, where there is at least some effort to expand the road, so we will have bigger shoulders and more bus stops. Right in front where we have that junction, the left turn goes to Funyula, where we are going to see the affordable housing project, and the right turn goes to Bungoma, all the way via towns such as Butula. The section from Kisumu to Kisian is in great shape and with a very well done surface, but once you leave Kisian, the problems begin and the potholes are numerous all the way to Busia. In fact, the section from Uganda to Busia is slightly better with fewer potholes, but still lacks proper shoulders. Despite Busia's strategic location, traders and transporters prefer Malaba because of its better road surface and more reliable corridor. This disparity is a red flag for potential investors, and a bad road network scares away businesses that see it as a risk that increases transport costs and makes it more expensive to do business. The dangerous state of this road affects everyone, and businesses struggle with high transport costs and damaged goods, but the human cost is the most tragic. There have been many fatal accidents here over the years, and just recently, a Royal Liner bus collided with a trailer and a fuel tanker, leaving one dead and several injured. Unfortunately, there is no consistent, publicly available data capturing the full number of deaths and injuries on this highway. That lack of transparency is itself concerning, because without clear data, it becomes harder to push for the urgent safety interventions that could save lives. We have seen major developments on Mombasa Road, especially the Mariakani area, with upgrades that address some of these issues, and we hope the Kisumu-Busia Road will also get some of these interventions. While the main highway remains a source of frustration, Busia County continues to grow, and a key highlight is the Funyula Affordable Housing project. This is a major national development with 955 units. The project's construction is ongoing, and the unit prices are consistent with the National Affordable Housing Program's pricing. This project really marks a mindset shift for our nation. It moves us away from the traditional model of building single-family homes in the village towards modern apartment-style living. Furthermore, it is being built in an area that is largely empty, meaning a small town is likely to grow there, serving as a new urban center and an extension of the nearby Nangina and Funyula towns themselves. The county has other key housing initiatives, including the ATC Affordable Housing Phase 1 and 2 estates in Busia town, and the planned Nasewa Industrial Park estate in Matayos that are just great news regarding development. The Malaba Water Supply Project, which is a massive undertaking with a contract value of 654 million Kenya shillings, is funded by the African Development Bank to provide clean water to the Teso North. The Kisumu-Busia Road is the artery of trade, the lifeline for families, and the road that should connect Busia to the region. Instead, it's a corridor of potholes, bottlenecks, crashes, and economic loss. The Kisumu-Busia Road needs some urgent work, and hopefully they can consider some of these suggestions in the near term so that the residents can enjoy a slightly better road. What is your opinion on all these, and what do you think about our take? Please share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share to spread awareness. Have yourself a wonderful day. Adios.
Ni aje? Hii lori iliangusha.
Lori ilianguka hapo usiku.
Haya.
Saa moja hivi.
Poa sana.
Hiyo mashini ndio. Inaitwaje bana?
Hii inaitwa Tekken.
Sisi ngapi?
Hii ni 250 tu.
250.
Eh.
Gari na tena soka.
Eh.